It's good? All right, good. All right, showtime. All right, so this one here is a Eureka. Ladies, watch what I'm going to do. Forget the name of the vacuum. What I'm going to do is talk about all vacuums. So it could be like an upright like this, but it could also be a canister. I'm sure you've seen the canister type. But you ready? It doesn't matter. So there's 4 parts to a vacuum. There's an intake in the front. Air comes in. You need a motor, which is right there. By the way, it does need filters. You need filters. This doesn't have a bag, but it does have filters. And all of them have the 4th part, which is actually an exhaust. Now, you need an exhaust because the air that comes in, the air also has to come out. All right. So when I turn this on, you can actually feel the air. So for this one, you can feel the air. But like that, you can feel it. Put your hand, you can feel it. Yeah, you can definitely smell it. Now that smell, do you ever wonder what that was? Because it's not your vacuum; they all smell. Do you ever wonder what that smell was? I'm sure
yes, because right? I always vacuum and I always
and
smell
like,
it. Yeah.
You know, you're cleaning, but you're like, that doesn't smell clean. I'll tell you what that smell is in a second. It's not dust; it's worse. All right, so here's so that's one problem. Smells. The second problem, when you empty this, do you guys go, Ruby, outside or do you do it in the garbage can?
Where Lauren go with it?
Normally outside?
Normally outside, yeah.
Outside. All right. The reason I say that because as careful as you do it when you open this. So Mom's figured it out.
Yeah.
Instead of going outside, instead of putting it in there and you just spend a half hour, it blows it up. That's the problem with these. So it's dry dirt. So as soon as you open it, you have an explosion of the dust going everywhere. Now this is where it gets very interesting. Is this one right here? Because you don't have a bag, this is the bag. So this is the filter. Here's the problem with this right here. This, nobody, and if you can come closer, you can actually see it. Nobody, and you can see from the side. Yeah. So nobody throws this filter away after each use. So you wash it, you try to clean it. It doesn't matter how much you clean it. You can never get it like brand new. So you're reusing a same dirty filter. So here's what's happening. You're running your air through dirt, which is right there, but then you're running your air through a dirty filter. That smell, what that is bacteria grows in a warm, a dark, and a filthy place. When you close this, it's warm, it's dark, and it's a filthy place. It's not, if you think about it, Ruby, it's not sanitary. Because you're running your air through dirt, then you're running your air through a dirty filter. So that's the smell that's coming out. It's decomposing, it's fermenting, bacteria. It's everything that's in there you've sucked up. It's in there. And nobody throws these away every time. So you're reusing, so it's kind of like very unclean to actually do. And that's the problem. By the way, without even seeing it, you got to see all the dust that's coming out. So without even turning it on, you can actually see the residual dust. So that's the problem with these regular vacuum. Now, when you're vacuuming, you're breathing. So for this part, I'm going to have you shut the light off because I'm going to turn this light so you can actually see it more. So go right here. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on. So sometimes you can see the air coming out. So let's see if we can see it on this particular. Oh, my God. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy. Now, look. Without the light, you don't see. All right, Mom, if you can turn that on, the light back on. I'm going to turn the rainbow on. We're going to turn the rainbow on. Oh, my God. That's my hazard part of my job. Isn't that incredible?
Yeah.
Come on. All right, Mom, we're going to have to shut the light off for a second again because I want the granddaughter to see. So you can see under the light, you can see it pulling in the pollution. And it's sucking it out of the air. Wow. It's streaming it. You see it. And then all the dust goes into the water. The water is, like I said before, is the filter. Now to wrap it up, all right, Mom, turn the light on, thank you. Now, pertaining to a regular vacuum, safe to say that it's not a healthy sanitary thing to use in the home. You can see how it's going to make your job more harder, right? Because you're sucking it in, but then you're blowing it out through the other side. And that's the problem with a regular vacuum. Now, how do you fix that? You can't fix that because the filter is the filter. The problem with the filter, really, it's going to leak. You can't stop that, number one. Number two, it's going to clog. And tell me this is not true. Sometimes you're like, oh, it's not even picking up. What the heck's going on? And that's because the filters clog up and you lose the efficiency. All right. So that's called the vacuum part. It's inefficient and ineffective. Thank you very much for filming. There it is. You hit stop on it.
Okay.